Hey YouTube in general and Arisen. This is game number 3. We're going to do a quick coaching on. This is a PvP on Zelnaga Caverns against Ubercom PKM. And I'm going to say right now, Arisen, you basically just got smurfed on this one. This guy shouldn't probably not be in bronze. I looked up his profile. He's got 1,300 wins on the ladder in 1v1. I think it was like 20 or 2,000 wins total on the ladder. He's diamond in 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4. So basically, just got smurfed here by a really good player. But we are going to back it up here a little bit since I was chatting away and look at some of the things you could have done better here to win, actually, and hold your own, because your Protoss opponent just goes a basic 4-gate, and there's easy ways to beat that, especially a super aggressive 4-gate like this. So we're going to take a look at that. Once again, would have liked to see that pylon go down a little sooner. General rule of thumb, I guess, is on your first pylon, I like to put it when my second to last worker is building. So my 9th probe is about halfway done, or my 10th SCV, if you're playing Terran, is halfway done. If you do it about there, you normally won't supply block yourself. You normally won't run out of money making probes for anything but a split second, and that's just kind of a good rule of thumb. So for in your case, like I said, 9th probe, about halfway done, get that pylon started, is when you want to have that start building. This is that little dance I was telling you about with the shift click to try and do what this guy's doing. So do that in the last coaching. Once again, could have had that pylon down a little bit earlier. I did see you use a little chrono boost, I think, on some probes, or you will shortly. Basically, when you want that first gateway down, the second you're at, oh, there's some more chrono boost. The second you're at 150 Eve minerals, you want that going down, just because it's important to get as many units as you can in the early game. You can see how much farther along his is done. His is completing right now, and his gas is up, and yours won't complete for another 10 seconds probably. So small little things like that. His second one's gonna be 200 health down, 250 health down by the time yours gets finished. Don't mind it. Rather see him working, but don't mind it. You know, this time is more standard time for getting that cyber core down. Like I said, I'd like to see a second gas going up here too, because the reason you need the second gas is in a situation like this where you're not going 4-gate and your opponent does. You need those sentries out, so that's why you need that second gas really bad here. And we got another probe rolling down here. If you're going to do that, you can do attack A with it and shift back and forth. That would have stopped the probe a little bit here. We're going to talk about unit choice. So you got your first zealot out, your cyber core just finished. What are you going to make? You have enough money to make everything, and you should have more warp gates going down. But that's besides the point. What are you going to make? Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second here. And all what's going on, you need to be a little quicker here. If you're going 3-gate fast expand here, I would want your gas up now. So you don't need this pylon. You're at 21 of 26. You don't need that pylon right now. You can put that off a little bit. That should have been gas. And you should have your second gateway going realistically like 4 minutes or 3 minutes 50 seconds. Your second gateway should be going, because yeah, you should have your second gateway going right now, and you should be making a unit here as soon as this cyber core finishes. I would recommend a sentry to force field that ramp. We're going to see what you do here. Your third gateway should be going down relatively in this time frame. And what are you going to make? You're not making anything. What you going to make? Starting warp gate. Good. What are you going to make? When you go 3 gate expand. Okay, so there's the other two. They should be done by now. And you make another zealot as his. Like I said, your cyber core completed. Use the tech building you just made. Get a sentry out to force field the ramp, because you're just starting your second, third one. He's fourth one is just finishing, and he's almost done with. The actual timing of your warp gate is not what screwed you up on this one. It was the timing of your actual gateways. And I can't remember if, I think you said the timing of your warp gates, what you thought messed you up. Yeah, like I said, that really messed you up. These should have been done by now. Unit choice, that should be a sentry. I would even be happier with a stalker, but a sentry. Second gas should be going again. So we're starting to notice a few minor flaws in these games that are getting repeated, and it's tough because once you get stuck into a build order, you do the same thing and you win most of your games with that way. Or I think your win loss is like 50. If I looked on the ladder, right, it was like 52, 55%. To get promoted, you pretty much have to win like 7 out of 10, and then it'll rank you up with a higher ranked person, and then you have to win against the silver people. Then it might rank you up against gold, and you have to either win or lose there, and then you'll go to silver. Kind of deal here, but we are noticing a few repeated flaws here, which is why I love to do these coachings. One thing I might suggest for you to try. Try an extra gateway. I mean, try going 4 gate, not for the fact that you're going to do any earlier pressure, but 3 gate is pretty equal to 4 gate if you have perfect macro. Obviously, we've noticed a few things we can work on, and hell, I mean, everyone's got a few things they need to work on. That's just a mean place, smart, but a mean place for a pylon here. Like I said, that's really what lost you. Who cares about gateway or warp gate? These still build units. Yeah, I mean, not much other than that. I mean, if you would but at this point right now, when you GG'd, you had about $1,000 in the bank. So you could have gotten your simulator. You could have gotten 4 warp gates earlier. You could have had a little bit better army to defend this. I mean, he didn't have much. This is like 2 rounds of warp-ins from a 4 gate. That's nothing. It's a quick pressure, which is why it works a lot of times, but it's not anything major. If you would have force field the ramp 2 or 3 times, he would have been screwed. Not to saying he can't fall back and do something else, but this is a semi all-in because he's only on 1 gas as well. It's a very Korean style 4 gate. He hasn't expanded, this, that, and the other thing. So, like I said, a few things on this one, a few major things, just to kind of recap. Get your second gas around 20. Your warp gates need to be going up sooner. I would actually recommend starting your second one when your first one is almost done or thereabout. Like I said, your Cybercore is pretty well timed. Third one was late because the second one was late. Like I said, you never want to build 2 production buildings at the same time, because that just means that you should have built the first one earlier, basically. Like I said, I wouldn't even mind another warp gate going down, just because of how much money you had. You could have expanded, warped in a couple of units, especially sentries, because when you go to gas, your sentries are 50 minerals, 100 gas, so they're cheap. They're really mineral cheap, which is why when you go in fast expanding, it's good to get a fair amount of sentries, just to the fact that they don't take a lot of minerals. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, Arisen. I'm going to do a few other ones, but this is why, like I said, even though this was a totally Smurf account, it does show quite a few flaws in this that are easier to pick up in games like this. So I'll keep on casting some of the other ones. Other than that, man, peace out. And you other YouTubers, hopefully you gleaned something from this. Hopefully we learned a little bit. And just peace out, guys. Take it easy. We'll see ya.